Hi there. It's November the 10th, and we're continuing our journey through the letter to the Hebrews, and we're in chapter 10, reading verses 1 to 17. So the writer here is talking about the sacrifice of Jesus and how it is once and for all. And so he talks here at the beginning of this chapter the fact that the Old Covenant ordinances, the tabernacle and the sacrifices, were just shadows of something was to come. They weren't the real thing themselves, but they were an image. They were a picture of what was coming. And so the priest in the Old Covenant goes in again and again to sacrifice the blood of bulls and goats on the altar, but it cannot remove sin. But here the writer reminds us that because Jesus has come with his own body to offer, then he is the one who brings complete release from sin. In fact, he institutes a new covenant which makes the other one obsolete. It supersedes the old covenant. The writer here quotes from Psalm 40, or at least the Greek version of Psalm 40, where he says, "You've given me a body to offer." You haven't wanted burnt offerings and sacrifices, but he's giving his own body in sacrifice. And this is where the writer says that Jesus has superseded, has overcome what was. He's replaced the old covenant with the new covenant. And he reminds, again, the writer reminds us towards the end of this reading that this covenant based on Jeremiah 31 is a covenant that won't be written on tablets of stone, but that will be written on the tables of our heart, on tables of flesh. How amazing today that as we approach Jesus, we come not having to bring another sacrifice, not having to bring another offering, because this offering, this sacrifice, his sacrifice has been made once and for all. But now we come into covenant with him through the blood of Jesus, the blood that was offered once and for all for us that Jesus himself gave on the cross. Let's come then with boldness before God's throne, knowing that we have the right of access through what he has done for us. Have a very good November 10th.